Today, we're going to show you how to complete your Medieval Europe, the Early Middle Ages Reading Essentials and Study Guide activity for Chapter 19, Lesson 1. To get to the activity, what you will need to do is log into Focus. And once you log into Focus, what you will do next is you will click on the grade for this class and a list of assignments will appear. At the top middle of your screen, you should see a label entitled Assignment Files. Please look for the Word document that's entitled Read Study Activity for Chapter 19, Lesson 1. Open that activity, and once you open it, this should appear on your screen. The next thing that you want to do, since this is a reading and study activity, is you want to go ahead and read the activity first before you do anything else. So let's show you a technique that you can use within Word that will help you with reading the activity. So what we're going to do is go up to the top of the screen and look for the light bulb. Right next to the light bulb, if you will type the word read, some choices should come up, and one of the choices should be read aloud. So if you will click on read aloud, it will read the document and you can stop it where you need to. So let's go ahead and try that feature out.
Transportation made it easier to trade, separated some areas, provided protection. Kingdoms in Western Europe. After world death, massacred these many kingdoms. The strongest German people were all Franks.
Okay, we're going to stop there so that we can go back and show you what you need to do next. Okay, once you get done reading the passage for the first part of Lesson 1 for Chapter 19, the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and answer the first 3 questions. We're going to show you how to do that within the document so that you don't have to use your own paper or pencil. You can type everything you need right within the document itself. Now, the way you do that, I'm going to click on this and show you what's behind here first. You see you just have define for question number 1, and then the question is, what is a peninsula? So to create this text box, which you see on your screen, what you do is you'll go up to the top of your screen and you will select insert. When you select insert, if you go over to the right side of your screen, you will see text box. If you click on text box, a text box will appear. You want the first text box. So this is it here. And what you will need to do is resize it so that it will fit over the information that's in the document currently. And so you drag it over and then go ahead again and fit it and just start typing your answer into that box, just like you see in my example. Okay, I'm going to make that disappear and go back to the original information that was on the screen. Okay, now let's answer the question. It says geography of viewer. This is question number 1. What is a peninsula? If you go back to the passage, you will see about the third sentence down the answer, which is a peninsula is land surrounded on 3 sides by water. And as you can see in my answer, I said land with water on 3 sides. And I give an example. It's not necessary that you give this example, but if you would like, I will certainly give you extra credit. The example I used was Florida, which is a peninsula. It has water on 3 sides. Pinellas County, which is also a peninsula, it has water on 3 sides. And then, of course, the information in this first paragraph told us that Europe, the continent, also has water on 3 sides. So it's a peninsula as well. So that's how you will answer your first question. Now, if you go down to the second question, which is number 2, it says reading check. Why were rivers important to, and I covered up some information when I put my box in. That's why it's important to make sure you resize it enough to still make the question visible, but also not to cover up the question itself. Okay, so as you can see, I highlighted the answer for number 1, and I did the same for answer number 2. Answer number 2's information is in the bulleted information under ocean, seas, and rivers. And of course, I just went ahead and typed that same information to explain why rivers were important to the peoples of Europe. And so provided transportation, made it easier to trade, separated some areas, and provided protection. So that gave me my answer to number 2. You want to do the same. Okay, the last question is question number 3. It's marking the text. Now, let me go back quickly to show you how to highlight your answer, because I do want to see where you got your answer from, and I do want to see your answer in its proper place. So to highlight information in the text, you go back up to design. No, I'm sorry. I'm just going to use this last paragraph here, and I'm just going to highlight a part of the sentence just to show you how easy this is. You highlight the sentence you want to highlight, and then you will go here. It'll say text highlight color. Yellow is a good color, and you just select that color. Now I'm going to go back and change that to the original, but I wanted to show you how to highlight your text. Now for this last question that we're going to do for you, which is question number 3, is called marking the text. It's on a section entitled Kingdoms in Western Europe, and the question is underline the names of the Germanic groups that invaded and settled in Britain during the Middle Ages. Okay, there were 3 groups. If you go back and review the information, you will see the first group was the Anglo-Saxons. That's here, and I underlined it. The second group is the Franks, and they're mentioned here in the second paragraph, and I put them in. And then the Lombards are the last group. They're down in the fourth paragraph. Okay, so now to show you how you underline something, let's say, for example, we wanted to underline the word Germanic. We would highlight the word and then select the underline button, and that will underline the word that you want. So again, I want to see where you got your answer, and I also want to see your answer. If those things are not done, then I will need to return the work to you ungraded, and I won't be able to grade it until you complete it. Now, the last thing that I want to share with you is you will be answering the remaining questions. You will not answer number 4 because that's a foldable activity unless you want to do it. And if you want to upload a photograph of it using the upload edit button in Focus or email it to me, you can do that, and I will give you some extra credit for the foldable. But you don't need to do the foldable. What I do expect you to do is to complete answering question number 5, question number 6, question number 7. The foldable is number 8. Again, if you choose to do it, that'll be extra credit. And then I want you to answer these check for understanding questions that are at the lower left side. If you have any questions, please send me an email using my rossg@pcsb email, and I will reply to that. Again, please go ahead, get your assignment done. Once it's complete, go ahead and save it using your name and the name of the assignment itself. Upload it to me, and we will grade it, and you will see your grade in Focus.